Lovely, welcome back to Manor and Brass episode 19 with me, Sid. And last episode, we made this. Now, this is not silent because, unfortunately, these are not silent. That, however, has been silenced. And this thing is full. We've got a pump. It is pumping lava out of the bottom of these into this tank, which is currently full with 504 buckets of lava plus 121 buckets plus potentially whatever's in the pipe as well. So a lot of lava. Just let's say there's a lot of lava. And today I would like to make a start on bringing that lava into here, and also, and I do need to go down a layer, I'm afraid, so yeah, I'm probably going to need some more building. I'll borrow those for now because I don't think I have quite enough. Actually, can I? Yes, I can. This was the structure I started to make to cover that. But so that is the item that where I need to pipe the lava out of. However, let me just try and adjust this back a wee bit. I think this needs to go down a little bit lower. I'm not entirely sure where. Now, I have also, between episodes, I've made an advanced feeding upgrade, which will feed me food from my plate of roast chicken. It's set to feed me immediately when hurt, and it's set to not waste food. So that's that. It's got a stack upgrade tier 2. The next tier requires all diamonds, and I don't have that. So yeah, but we can put more into a stack, which is all handy in there as well. So all good stuff. So what I do need to do is I need to bring more. So I'm going to need one of those, I think. I'm definitely going to need one of those and one of those, because that and that makes that. And we're going to want to if I want to bring the water from there, not the water, the lava even, we'll just pipe you that direction. Now, what's going to be the easiest way? Well, the easiest way to do this is going to be to put a water wheel down on its side. In here, isn't it? Because then I just need to let me try and figure this out. Again, this is a little bit dodgy just because, you know, this how am I going to do this? Let me grab a couple of those. Oh, that is not what we want. So let's turn you round. And that's fine, it's blocked off. nothing can come out of that point from there onwards. Excellent. Don't ask me how that works, because I really don't know. But we then need to bring this up from here, and I need to get you probably up to there. Up like that. And we'll hook that up once that's actually let's do it this way round. So that goes all the way over. Can I bring you over a little bit? Maybe. Maybe bring you a little bit over this kind of direction here. And I worry about the terrain and, you know, blocking all this lot just as soon as we've got this in. So that comes out to there. And then I need a spout, don't I? I think it's a spout. One of those, which is some copper casing. Okay. I haven't got any copper on me, but that can be fixed. Because once we've got the spout in, then we can continue working. I'm just not entirely sure where the spout belongs on that spout. Oh, I do. Yeah, copper. I just need some copper. That's what I came up for, wasn't it? Okay, copper. Bit of copper. I'm going to grab, I assume, a stripped log, because that seems to be the way of create. And we'll do that, and we'll do you, and then we're going to use you with a piece of dried kelp. Okay. To make a spout. I'm sure that makes sense, but I'm not entirely sure why it makes sense. If that actually makes any sense either. So, armed with that, we can blink back through. Now, do I want to bring you... Where are you middle at the moment? You're the middle of that. And if I were to... Maybe not quite that far. Maybe we bring the spout to there. And then we'll go and we'll put this back in. And that should be doing the right thing. And we'll fill that up eventually with lava. All good. Now this doesn't have to be fast. This is one of the nice things with this this setup we're aiming for here. It does, however, need to eventually fill that up, and I can see lava is creeping up the tube. And eventually we'll go into that. Then we need a depot, which is just andesite alloy and andesite casing. So let me put you away. I'm going to need 2 depots actually, so I might as well make them at the same time. Unless, oh, I've already got one. That will go underneath there. No, no. Needs to be one further down, I think. And I am definitely going to need to work down. This is still not quite getting the lava, is it? Why? No. Give me that back, thank you. I mean, there was definitely... There's no range limitation on this, is there? Or is there? There might be. I don't know. Do I have to go and drain that out to get this working? Because this is not playing. Okay, let me have a look at this and I'll be back with you in a second. In the meantime, I'll shoot you over to a clip we've got where we've got a new build going into the village area. Since I built this over here, I've got a space here which requires a build, and I want to keep expanding Port Valentine and making out the dock area, working down this direction. And in keeping with the industrial area here, I've got a whole bunch of things which are making the schematic cannon. Now I have got some issues here because it's saying I'm not bothering with the dirt or the things, but it is reckoning that I need some glass pane, which I thought I had glass pane, but it's a different pane. Some oak fence, I may be short one, and vertical smooth stone slab. Now that was quark, and I've put in Builder's Crafts and Addition vertical smooth stone, so that may be an issue. However, we can tell it to skip the missing blocks. It's got everything. So let's get this, let this do its building, which should fit neatly in here. But by not giving it the grass, because the grass would have come into this area and broken things, it should just skip that, I hope. And then that should give us a reasonable street view from this side as you go down. You know, we can put some garden or bush into this area, and if you haven't guessed what this is, that should hopefully prove as a clue. This is supposed to be the mason's building, so we'll see how this goes, and I'll probably just have to manually fix the missing bits, because it seems to think I am missing some, and I don't know why, because I don't think I am, but there you go. I also need to put a bit of carpet in these, because I'd not really thought that I did this schematic earlier with before, and this, yeah, the carpet makes a big difference in the actual floor there, so that should give us a reasonably nice structure to sit on this thing. I'll possibly get another block and put that down. We still need to grassify this and build it up anyway, so oh yeah, I was going to say interesting, it's missed a chunk, but I think where we'll get the chunks missing is on this second story, which is where I'd use the sandstone. But we will see. And of course we're going to hide some villagers underneath it, all my masons specifically. Yeah, that is I think the blocks that it was expecting. That was probably a window where it was expecting to put some glass. Missing that there. We can definitely sort that one out with a little bit of this, I think. There we go. Fixed it. Did I have no windows on the bottom? Certainly looks like there was no windows on the bottom. So, oh well, that's all good. And it butts nicely up. That needs to be like a so. We probably want a brick or something to put in there, just finish this off. But I'm fairly certain that no, that I'm gonna have to do a little bit of building. Yeah, but oh yeah, done already, you see. But we can finish off the bits where they're missing quite easily, I think, with a little bit of by hand. Oops. Definitely there. Oh wow, there was quite a lot missing in there, wasn't there? That's okay, that's all sand. The doors are in. It's just the windows, which I'm going to assume is that one and that one. Doors there. Yeah, looks reasonably okay. We just need to go and do the glass for the windows, and then maybe, I don't know why I've got all of that left over, but maybe, just a maybe, we can oh okay, maybe that one will do as a block then. And then we've got, wow, that really, I need to do those because that should have been growing from the top there. Few fixes, not perfect transition for this one, but I do need a brick. I need to get this, get a little bit of carpet there and on the other side, and I think we'll be good. Not sure what the lighting's like in here. Seems to be okay. Could do with a little bit, but I think it just needs a little bit of tidying up. So I'll get that done. But that should be everything there, which we can put away for now, and I shall get this populated. I'll be back in a moment. Okay, it does seem to be that there's a limit on how far I can push this thing. So I've drained this area, I've moved everything out here, and what we are going to do on this thing, I don't know why I've got 5 hoppers, I only need 4, but we are going to basically hopper chain down here like that. And I have got a few non-create items in here from doing this, but that is filling, that's pumping, it's going up. This is actually ideal because it means I can take some of this rotational force, because that's only using 80 stress units and you are producing 320 stress units, which is going to be perfect, because what we need to make And I made myself a precision mechanism and some brass casing earlier just to make sure that some of that, and if I remember rightly, we have got no use for that. Oh, I need an andesite alloy. That's simple enough. And bang, mechanical arm. So I want the mechanical arm to sit around about here, and I want you to take from that depot and place on that depot, and that's fine. And then we can take this, grab a little bit of you, bring that up here, and throw that on there, and that's only using 40 stress units, so absolutely fine, everything as we want. Now the next thing I need is, and I don't think I put it in here, I need to go and get one, is a floating hopper hock. I also need, I've just realised that I don't quite have enough space there. But that's fine, we can sort that out. And I'll probably hide a lot of this away anyway, because it's going to be beneath the area up there that we're going to use. But yeah, I'll work that out in a bit. Roots. So I also need a brass chute, so let's have a look. Thought it was a brass chute. Let me have a look at a chute then. That one, a smart chute, is a chute, a brass sheet and an electron tube. Which I've virtually got none of. Electron tube I think we can do, that's just that and an iron sheet. Brass sheet I don't have, so I'm going to need to go and make that up. And a chute is iron and 2 of those. I'm amazed I don't have any of those because I've been using those for building quite considerably. But I just need 1 of those. And then we need to just make ourselves a brass sheet. And probably sleep the night away as well, just to get rid of this rain. So let's just head over, and I'll also check, because I need some of the brass funnels, I think it's called, off the top of my head. But yeah, so we got that on, that's all done. I have got three guys living in here, 2 upstairs, 1 down, and then there's 3 more masons in the basement of the church, so you know, nothing creepy there at all, honest. Brass sheet, let me just chuck 1 of those through for a moment while that does its thing. And then the other thing I want is, I'm sure it's the funnel, and it's the brass funnel, which is brass ingot and electron tubes. I need 4 of those. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And what did I need for you? I needed some brass ingots. And I haven't got any kelp on me. I should probably have that in the repertoire. Let's have a... Right, grab you. yeah, I just need to make those brass things. I've got the hopper hock, and then I need to get into the thermalilies. A few filters and a whole load of buckets. Think of I can do the maths when I get to the actual thing again, but I think it's about 3.5 stacks of buckets. So let's go back to the storeroom. Make me those. Oh, you get 2 per. Okay. I only need 4 then. Boop. Should I make some more? They are handy. Yeah, and we've got everything out now, haven't we? So why not, eh? Actually, we'll put some dried kelp. No, we don't have a lot, so, well, we've got a reasonable amount, but we'll put some dried kelp in the box as well. I need half of those. Yep, let's get a hopper hock. Floating, of course. My thermalil is going to want to be floating as well, but let's just go and get this in for starters. And I'm also going to need a mana pool and 4 mana spreaders. Oh dear. That's the problem when you accidentally click that one. Right, so what we're going to have here is down here we are going to position a hopper hock next to that. So that will pick up anything that goes there and put it on that dropper thingy, hoofer, what's my jig. This needs to go there, and we need to set that with a filter of a bucket of lava, which I can probably do, like, if I can get up. Like that. Oh, no, that's not going to play, is it? And the reason it's not going to play is because that is in place. So fill you with a bucket of lava. No. Fill you with a bucket of lava. Oh, you... Yeah, alright. Fill you with a bucket of lava. And I could have done this actually thinking about it without any of that hassle, because I could have just done it from my tank. No, that's wrong. That goes there, and we're going to filter that on a bucket of lava. Lovely. And you can just go there. Now the problem here is simply this. If I come down here and put one of you on there with a facing inwards, and then I set you to empty bucket only, and then do the same there, there and there. And then we can go and get... Nope, it's in here. The wrench. And we'll wrench you to output. So what will happen now, in theory, is if I put an empty bucket in there, it will drop out, Arm will grab it, Arm will put it up there onto the spout, it will fill with thing, and there lava will come down. That's all nice and simple. So now I need to prime this with a whole load of buckets, and I think I need, what we've got, 9, 18, so that's going to be 36 plus 5, 10, 20, so 56 less 2, 54. So I need 54 buckets. So I'll go and make those. And I'm deliberately not eating, even though I'm down to half a haunch down. I think so. 54 buckets. Let me convert you over like a so. We'll do that and bang. That should be 54, 16, 32, 48, 54. Yeah, I believe that's right. So that gives us a delivery system for filling up lava buckets, which is absolutely fine and dandy, and everything's going to work great off of that. It's not exactly where I wanted it positioned, but you know, sometimes life does not always give you what you want. So we'll pop those in. We'll grab those, they'll come in, and it'll start filling them. Actually, what we need to do is take those out, because that's going to cause problems otherwise. And eventually, it's not going to be the fastest, as I say, because it has to fill that up every time. And you can see it's reasonably, well, it's not slow, but it's also not fast. But given that the thermolilies take 5 and a bit minutes to cool down after each usage, I will be setting it to 6-minute intervals, then it doesn't have to be fast, because by the time the thermolilies are ready for any more lava, the system will be full anyway. So that's that full. Then it'll fill this, then it'll fill that, then that and that, and it'll just daisy chain them up until they're full. So let's see, that should now go, that's ready for some more stuff. It will put those in, and then these will start to fill again. So I'm just going to keep filling this up until this entire column is absolutely saturated with lava. There's a bucket in every single hopper position and in every single dispense position. And I'll be back in a second. Alright, there's a few things we need to do. I need more living wood, so let's get that going. I need some, I need to bathe my feet in the mana pool. No, I need some of that. I need some of that. I need to go and cook those, actually. That's a good point. Because I need some nether brick and not nether rack. I'll put the ingredients in my hoofer, but not the thing. So this actually is going like that. Yeah. And let's cook those two up. Yeah, so I started making the mana spreaders, and I don't have enough. I actually haven't got enough living rock either, really. I've run out of that once we get to there, but that's fine. We can make more of that. That's relatively straightforward. Right, there we go. And you forget how interesting Botania is as a mod, because it is actually very automatable, but that kind of buys into the won't even say joke, because it's not a joke, you know. Botania is not a magic mod, it is a tech mod. And people would say it's a meme or a joke, but it's actually not. It is actually a tech mod. So 1 1 1 1 1, and we're going to need you. So we need rooms of fire, and we need rooms of earth. Mana spreaders and all sorts of good things. So one of them, and that gives me that, and then I think I can click with an empty hand and get a repeat. And eventually, and then I can go one of them, one of them, one of them, one of them, and one of them. And while that's doing, we'll run on things. Now this is not all going to live up here. The idea is this is going to be something else. That's why I've got the downstairs bit, and I'll probably use some kind of abstruse platform or something to do that. Now come on, Becky, you should be feeding me. Oh, okay, that. Why are you not feeding me? Don't know. We'll I think what we'll do is we'll have a look at that. So if I take one of those, no, tank, input, output, pump, they're off, okay. Match item, don't really care, we've got plenty of that. We'll do it like that, that's fine. Just as soon as I'm a tiny bit hungry, do that, and then I'll know of it because of that. Right, what was doing? More of this. Is that enough for the remaining mana spreaders? It probably is. I'll set another batch running in the background, and we should be then good to go and pull together the stuff for the thermal lilies. I need 4 of those. If we just double check what I need for that, I need a red and 2 orange. So I need 4 red and 8 orange. Red. Oh, and that, let's have a look. Red, red, red. So 1, 2. I think that will get me 4 red. Yep. And orange. Not orange. Orange. 1, 2, 3, 4. That gives me those, and then let me just have a look at mystical flowers, see what I've got lots of. That will be sufficient, I think. No. 1, 2. Let's use that one. And that's your 4. Okay. All good on that front. We can clear that. Take those, and those. And we need some seeds. 1, 2, 3, 4. But I want them to be, when I do thermal lilies, I actually want them to be floating thermal lilies, which means I need to make a float. So I need 4 of these, which is 4 pasture seeds, which means I need 4 lots of grass, which I've probably not got. That's fine. I can grab that. Let me go and get these thermal lilies done, and I'll grab some grass while I'm at it. That should be in my tool bag. Luckily grass is easy. Well, bother that one for now. I can always bone meal again over here. 2, 3 and 4. Lovely. And then for this we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I need my bucket. Bucket. And so we're getting there steadily. We're almost at the point where I have a functioning thermal lily arrangement. Oops, hello, not that. So you go in there. No. And we're going to use you with a glimmering flower and some dirt to... Okay, yeah, that's right. And then I think we're only missing 2 more pieces of the equipment necessary, but they should be relatively straightforward. So if I go for a mystical flower and I say I want a glimmering, so if I look at that, yeah, so if I want a glimmering, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we use, we use those with that to make 4 of those, and they go with that to make 4 of those. So that's me thermal lilies done. Got you. We've got you. I need some hovering hourglasses. These mana steel and mana glass. Okay. So iron, I need 2 of those. Glass, I need 4 of those. If we have a look at the hovering hourglass again, because if I make sure I've got everything I need to make it, then 4 redstone, 8 gold. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then soul sand, and I need 12 of those. And I think, all things being equal, that is everything we need to get this mana system going. And then we just need to make it look nice. And the job is a good one. So we've got you now. I am going to be placing a thermalily. Do I want... let's position that there for now. I can always move it later. And then if I position that there, and then one there, and... no, that's not right. One there and one there. And we're going to bind you to that. So... is that reaching it? I think it is. You to that. You to that. And you to that. So that's about the only unfortunate thing, is this one down here can't quite easily see it. But again, I can bring the entire room down if I need to and then reposition that. That's not a problem. Then we're going to stick the thermalilies in, and the thermalily is going to go there, 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 there. So that should be, all things being equal, those lined up and ready to rock and roll. And that leaves a quick dip for those in there, as well as a quick dip for those in there. A couple of hovering hourglasses. Blink back down. Don't know what I hit then. And then we place our hovering hourglass there and there. And we stick 6 of those into that, 6 of those into that. And in 6 minutes time, those will trigger and the world should be good and happy. Now, I am very tempted to bring this all down. It is going to require me to do some work over at this side, but I think I'm going to bring this down on this side, just so we're kind of level. And I think then I can start working to tidy this up a little bit. So I'll reposition those to point at this down here. I think that's about the middle there. So yeah. Just bind those over and that's all good. And then we're just waiting. So yeah, I'm going to do a quick bit of work around the area just to tidy up. So at least just to get that bit looking nice anyway. So I'll do that and I'll be back in a second. Oh, and I also do need to grab that piece of cobble from up there. Otherwise, you know. Otherwise, that is not going to work. Yeah. Gib. Damn it. Right, you need to go away for a moment. It's overly helpful. Right. So I'll not have that. That's in there just in case anything falls out of the system. But yeah, I'll be back in a mo. Okay, and that's it working. I've missed about 2 attempts at this one. I have actually re-topped up my mana tablet, so this is not a full. This is only the second lot. But as you can see, the buckets end up there. The system refills. These run for the period. I've just kind of greenified it up a little bit. I'm trying to come up with a style, but there's a lot of black stone there. This glass obviously won't be there all the way down, but I might pop. In fact, I could just maybe. Let me just do that as if it was broken a little bit, and yeah, that will just run, and it will run until that's full, and then it'll continue running. But it doesn't matter because the fuel it's using is essentially infinite. So yeah, I mean, from a point of view of running this as a system, it is lossless. I was just looking to see if there was any way I could, yeah, that will probably work nicely there, maybe there. That kind of ties that together a little bit. I was thinking a few glow berries might work, and which for some reason are not in my build bag, so there. But that's it. That is the mana generation. Now, to take this further and to get into mass mana generation, because at the moment it will generate a mana pool, I suppose I could, if I were to do more living rock, and I'd only need 15, so I'd only need to do 2 lots. Let me just get rid of some of this lot for a moment. I do need to get myself a new water bucket for the thing. So if I were to get some living rock, then I'd take 4 of those. Then I could actually create 4 mana pools because there's chunk loaders, so I could actually have 1 per thing. Let me just quickly throw that together and I'll be back just to wrap up. But that would make a certain degree of sense. Just make the extra mana pools, and we're laughing. That will be 4 mana pools full by the time, certainly by the time I get back on after 24 hours. I would imagine it will fill 24 hours at 6 of the one of the 6 every 6 minutes, so 10 times an hour. Yeah, we're going to be full within 24 for definite. And that would open up so much more, because the next thing I need to do is terra steel. And with terra steel, I am going to do terra steel, I'm going to need to do a terra steel agglomeration plate, and I think it's a full or a half mana pool, as I recall, to make 1 ingot. So they're not cheap, but the first thing you're going to make off of that is going to be the Elven Gateway, which will then give me open up, well, sparks are already open, but the spark augments for the dominant traits. Anyway, let me quickly throw this together. I'll be back in a second. Okay, and that's it. So 4 of these, 1 for each pool. These are on cooldown, they've just fired off. We'll let that grow a bit. I'll snip them back to get them to size, but I'm happy. We'll maybe do something with that actually, just because it's offending my sensibilities having the old floating item there. 2 off. Just 2 off the ground. What really works with that? I don't know. The good old, the eternal what works, I don't know. I honestly, I don't know. But I think maybe something like this may look natural enough. It doesn't look out of place, does it? Everything else is supported, so yep, happy with that. Right, so armed with that, we can pop you away, we can grab you. That goes away. We'll take... the only thing I had to do is remember when I'm building in this area that I need to take this hock out. Otherwise, and I don't think I actually need it, but what we'll do is we'll extend this out. That I may backfill. I may not need that now. I think my Elven Gateway will come in to fit neatly into there. We'll get a proper access route down. And... you know, a little service hatch to go into here. But realistically, that's full. That is, for the most part, full. I think, you know, what we've got here is a very viable and sustainable source, and this is what I love about mixing mods, using Create and a bit of Vanilla and Botania, and, you know, just coming up with different ways to make things work together. I think that's where, to me, the fun of modded is, not just playing a single mod, although that can actually be quite fun too. So on that note, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you soon, and bye for now.